podcast. How you doing, Miss Aya?
Hello, Decory. I am doing quite well. I dressed up according to the topic today. But anyways, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I didn't know I had to dress to the topic, but
No, I was just feeling myself. I miss going out at all, and then dressed like this. But at least for housewarming parties, I can wear this. Anyways, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe, hit notification buttons, like, follow us on RSS, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and yeah, that's it. And don't forget to donate through PayPal and Patreon. We do have it on the YouTube channel right away if you feel like supporting us. And if not, just follow. It's okay too. We can leave with that. Anyways, Decory, what is the topic today of the day? Go
well,
on. Do you need like a drum roll?
no. The topic today is sugar dating. Like
Ooh.
it's something that I just like learned about like a few years ago. And I find it very interesting because we always look at it as like men, or from what I used to see, like when you see like an older man with a younger woman.
Okay, let me stop you right there. It's not only sugar daddy, but sugar mamas, aka cougars.
Yeah. But usually in public light, you 100% more see women and older men, younger women, older men. I never really see that. I see it, but not as much. You know,
Madonna.
huh?
Madonna.
Yeah, but I'm talking about normal people. I ain't talking about them famous ass people. They could do that. I'm talking about normal people.
Fair enough.
Like I always seen it. And I was like, this dude is simping off to this girl, but it's an actual term for its actual thing because you know.
Yes, Decory, and I'll tell you more. We are, both of us, are getting to that age of being not sugar babies anymore, but being sugar daddies. Actually, I think the whole idea of sugar dating became that popular that even you heard about it. That it's actually more out there nowadays as something very financially stable. And I think, we cannot shut up about sugar dating when we have OnlyFans right there, right now, and couples doing it, everyone doing it. So I
Okay,
think
so
this is why it became more like again on the screen, but less like something shady or whatever. Because everybody's just like, hell, even I'm thinking like sometimes like, damn, sugar daddy would be like so convenient at this point,
but
but
okay,
they're
so
different relationship types. So we're gonna talk about it into
yeah,
in a
I would say explain what a sugar dating is, sugar daddy, sugar dating. Explain it in your words.
so basically it's a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between older, if we talk about sugar daddy, it's an older man, younger women, like way younger, at least like 10, like 15 years, I would say, difference, age difference. And back in the day, men in their 30s dating like 18-year-olds were already like sugar daddies. But then looking at us, look at this generation when we're 30, we look damn good. So we don't look old. And this is where the whole age thing kind of shifted. So now for cougars, it's like it was 35 for cougars. Now it's like 45 ish. And then for men, yeah, it's also like 50 plus. But
Mm-hmm.
again, you can actually become a sugar daddy whatever you feel like because the relationship is mutual and based on money. Sweet dollars, euros, and pounds, and whatever good currency there is. Yeah, so basically, this is type of relationship where you spend time, and it not always includes sex precisely. When you spend time with an older person and they basically give you money to live, kind of like, it's very in between because everyone can find it like their own definition because some sugar daddies do require physical entertainment as well. um, Women precisely do it just for the physical entertainment. I would say that. Yeah, I would say
Totally.
this is like the basic definition. It's kind of a relationship though, based on currency,
So it's a money relationship, a cash grab, technically.
technically. Yeah. What is your like a personal opinion on that though? Do you think like it not supposed to be like good or bad? Just like what's your opinion on that? Would you be a sugar daddy?
Me personally, no. But
Why not?
I understand. No,
What if you're
because
like wealthy enough?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't say yes or no. But I mean, I think me personally, I really think no. But what I
Mm-hmm.
was going to say is like, so the way I feel about it is like, say if I was in hypothetically, if I was like 60 years old and I didn't really want a like committed relationship and I just wanted some companionship with a younger lady who I'm like, I got all this money and I don't have anybody else. I can spend this on her, make her look happy. I make somebody else happy. Yeah, I mean, I get why they do that because
Basically,
some of
what
them,
the relationship
some
is about.
yeah, some of them are like just old and lonely, with a lot of money. So I don't look down on the guys who do it, and I don't look down on the women that do it because some of these women are like in bad positions sometimes. Like, oh, they need the money,
Hmm. Usually,
especially if you,
those are usually like students, though. Students or like
yeah,
graduates, who are just like don't want to work, don't want to like struggle 9 to 5, and just want to be pretty and live
yeah.
their best life.
So what I was looking like when I was doing research is like people publish papers about this on campus, like it's like college campuses. It's like a lot of college kids, but even then, when you pass college, some people just if they really needed the money and they wanted to do the sugar baby and it's a way to get them that money, I say get your hustle on. It's like
Yeah,
a job.
exactly. And like to be honest, like I didn't understand it back in the day, but now I'm just like, you know what? It's actually a very very nice thing to do. you know, I wouldn't be probably able to do the whole like sexual interaction kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like depends if we're talking like I don't know George Clooney, like hello, hello. I mean, even like how old is like Idris Elba?
I
50?
don't know, somewhere in there.
Exactly. So it depends. Obviously, like if we're talking about, because I think the whole perspective of like sugar daddy, I think a lot of women just like ew, and dudes like oh what she's such a hoe or whatever. Because I think a lot of people picture sugar daddies mostly like Trump looking dudes, you know, which is like constantly just like on all levels.
Mhm.
But like it's not always like that. I'm not gonna say they're all like super hot good looking guys, but they're not ugly, or they were not ugly back in the day. But yeah, actually, it's getting more and more convenient because life is a struggle. And Gen Z is like kind of like hopping on it. Is like, why do I need to work if I can just be pretty? And like
Yeah,
the same goes not for ladies but for dudes as well.
yeah, yeah. And I was gonna say for the part on the, I think for the women, uh, with the younger guys, I think I don't know if that was more physical. I feel like it's more physical. They're like, yeah, we're
It's also
trying to get
companionship,
you.
but like as I mentioned like way like many times before, that everyone has like their different sex, like their libido, right? That is equal to sex desire is always like different for every person throughout their lives.
Mhm.
And a lot of women reaching that sexual peak as well after like 50s, right? When they do want not just companionship but they want a physical thing. And well, I think like they call like sugar babies if you pay that for that, but then also if it's a companionship on the island during your vacation, I think it calls like beach boys. That's what I've heard in India at least. And they just go like to the restaurants, they like have some food, and they mostly like spend time with it, and no one knows what happens behind closed doors.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So I would
It's
say that is hmm, I don't know. It has its pros and cons and sorry. It has
pros
its
and cons.
pros and cons. I
The
need to
pros and
more
cons.
precisely with my accent. Anyway, yeah. So, what do you think are pros and cons for being a sugar daddy or a cougar? Okay, you go sugar daddy. I'll go cougar. Let's start
Um,
with pros.
like I said, like that companionship. If you're like old and you don't have it,
Right.
that's one.
So,
Um,
not feeling lonely, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Two is like you get to enjoy life with somebody, and not in the companionship aspect, but somebody like, oh, you can see the joy on somebody's face that I'm bringing this person joy.
Yeah.
When I give them that,
I think this is
uh,
why they call like babies, like see the joy,
yeah,
which is
exactly.
probably not, but like sure. Okay, and number three,
Number three is just like
but like within the relationship though with those babies, so like the joy.
yeah. So I said the joy, the companionship, and I would just say like just living that life that you probably missed out on. Making
Mm.
it up. That's probably what they're doing. I'd say that's like the best. Like you're making up what you missed in the past if you didn't have that in the past. So
Yeah,
it's
that
never too
actually makes a good point because again, the generation of sugar daddies now, they're probably married by the time they were like 20, 25, 30.
or
Um,
even earlier than that,
um,
or even earlier than that.
no, come on.
Some people get married at like 18 and then they just break it off and they become sugar daddies.
Makes sense. So, you have the whole life, and then, there could be two things, divorced or widower, right?
Mm,
Was the male thing for that? And then, yeah, you want like basic companionship. Some people do it because they miss out on their like youth and like fucking around stage,
mhm,
or they want like companionship, with a pretty girl, nice one, whatever. And they like, or this like, it's also easier because they're young. You like they don't have those like peaky points of standards yet. They
mhm,
just want to have fun. And I think this is where you can also like mm, was it like behave them, I don't know, what I'm saying, like kind of
like
teach them
yeah,
how they should be around you kind of thing.
yeah.
And yeah, so or like as a widower, you just want some companionship to not be alone. So yeah, and you have money, why not? Because people do also the same thing in relationship where, let's say, there's no financial roof at all.
Mhm,
They're just doing it. But I think they're like kind of like quite slick with their whole manipulation kind of thing, where they kind of like obsessively taking that person into like getting into the relationship together, if that makes
mhm.
sense. Because I know like a few girls who were like, I was like in college, so I was like 17, 18, and they were obsessed. Like, I think two girls were like obsessively in love with two different dudes. They're like 40 and 45, and they had families, so they were like mistresses.
Okay.
And she was giving him the money, and I was like, girl, that's so wrong on all levels. And like as a student giving like your like pocket money, like that's just crazy, you know
Yeah,
but
very
those are
scary.
like, yeah, that's a different like manipulation, whatever thing. And for cougars as well, I think it's
So
usually like,
yeah, I was about to ask you like, yeah, what is it for cougars? Like, what are the pros and cons of it? Like, starting with the
uh, so I would say it's definitely a thing where they're young again and you can teach them. And also younger boys are like, more into exploring sexually more. So you can actually teach them how to be with a woman and stuff like that.
that's nice.
Um, Not only like physically, but mentally as well.
Mhm.
Because they're mamas, they're just, nurturing or whatever. Um, they also have like little baggage behind, if that makes sense, in terms of relationship or whatever, you know. So I think that is the main thing why women are doing. And usually they're divorced and probably again they got married too fast. They were like struggling with like kids growing up. So the marriage wasn't that great. And obviously men are quite stubborn and women as well at some point to go to like couples therapies or whatever, to like make it going. And maybe that was not the person, maybe they just got married too fast. And this is where you like relaxing, your kids are grown or you don't have kids, either way. And you just want to enjoy yourself and you want to enjoy like a non-complicated relationship. So yeah. Because like at some point, like I think I was like 29 and I was at the point where I was like, yeah, I need to cut, like the sad age of like younger dudes because I just cannot like talk to them anymore. It's just boring or stupid. I'm not there to tolerate the bullshit. Maybe in 10 years. Who knows? I'm not gonna say never ever. But yeah, I think that is one of the things.
Hmm.
And also like they also can bring you like as a younger person in like fresh opinions and like fresh modern perspectives.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. So I think those are like definitely pros. What about cons?
So when it comes to cons, I was thinking about this. I was like, how would I answer this? For so the con is like, here's one, and I think it's the obvious one. Some of these sugar babies really don't love their guy. That like,
Well,
and the
they don't
guy,
love it precisely.
and like the guy might be so attached to them, and they just like give me the money. You know?
But I think if you want to, like, if you're ready to spend on one sugar baby, I think you can spend it on the other one. Yeah. But the thing is, like, they here, like, kind of for money thing. You mean that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like sometimes it's like they can be showing you fake emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that you have to be all into it, but at the same time, if you are like a sugar baby, as I say, like you talk to this person, you're gonna obviously have some type of little connection with them. And
Yeah,
then
but not necessarily. Like, the dudes, though, like, there's like very sexist thing. They have like they want to have pretty things around.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
and
it's not really
so
like that much of like deep connection though.
yeah, yeah, not like that, but I mean, I just say like for some people who like they might not be like that, they might just be
Mhm.
fake to them.
Yeah. There are actually
Who,
like contracts for like sugar baby, sugar daddies.
yeah. So I would say like two is you know, uh you're spending your money on somebody who probably don't appreciate anything you do anyways. Like I guess that kind of goes in
Appreciate
with the
more
whole
than people in relationship, to be honest.
huh?
I think they appreciate it more than people in relationships sometimes.
Probably, yeah. So that's let me not say that. Like,
Hmm.
okay. So two, it can be looked at upon as like prostitution at that point. You know, it could be looked at upon as prostitution. Not saying that it is.
But there's a thing like they don't pay for sex; they pay for the company precisely.
Yeah,
Where
yeah, they don't. But
it's
at the
more
same
for like
time,
the
that's what
service
like
of physical
escorts are too.
sex. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what like escorts do too. So,
What
so
about
like,
the thing that I would say the cons is that that they probably have like multiple sugar daddies,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is
That's
the
another
case.
one too. But then another con is like for me, this is more on the sugar babies. The sugar daddy can get aggressive. He take you somewhere far away, can get aggressive and be crazy. That's another con. Like
But then again, can happen in any type
it can
of
happen any day. It can happen any day.
yeah.
But I'm just saying,
This
like
is just
you,
like the risks are just there. Yeah.
yeah, I'm on a yacht, and then he like, you
Well,
gotta have a sugar
we
daddy.
slowly switched to like cons of being a sugar baby, sugar like boy, girl, beach boy, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the one. And I think also like it's very hard to juggle all the sugar daddies or like cougars or sugar mamas that you have, because
mm,
you kind of have to make a schedule for everyone because sometimes it's like trips involved there, sometimes it's just uh just weekends off, I don't know. So you kind of have to like maintain that. And also like even like fighting that kind of relationship that you want is also like weird. There are actually like bunch of websites though for that now. Like seeking arrangements and precisely like cougar dating websites. Um yeah, they're
mm,
actually very quite popular and people there are like very straight to the point, which is also good. Because like the more straightforward you are of what you actually looking for, because some of those sugar daddies are married,
yeah,
same as cougars as well. Goes both ways. They just want something on the side, but they're not ready to, leave. And then
yeah.
again,
So what you think the cons for a cougar is then, or sugar mama?
cons.
Yeah,
I don't know. Probably I would say they're like they're quite stupid, and you have to put out with the immaturity. I would say that would definitely like would throw me. I'm just like, oh crap, you're so stupid. Why are you so pretty but so stupid?
But that's the
Cannot
same
deal-
with a sugar daddy
I
too. It could
cannot
be
deal
the
with you. But like men tolerate it better, I think, because like that's the thing. There's no such thing as like sugar mamas getting around renting a yacht and inviting all the beach boys. Maybe there is, but like it's not out there as much as like
it's not
dudes.
advertised like that. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, usually like women kind of do like in private.
True.
There's just like connection more. And yeah, you kind of I think the conflict you can actually fall for the person, but then again, the beauty of that no one is looking for something serious because like there's no future. But then again, which is so funny though, and also like super hypocrite when people like shading this kind of relationship. If people like want to be in that kind of relationship, it's their right. Like,
Yeah,
why are you like fucking shaming people for like doing, again, hypocrisy, right? But then if we go back in the day, even now, like a lot of countries have arranged marriages where dude is like 30 and the girl is 14, which is illegal.
in
And
certain
still,
countries.
but this is like, this is country, religious, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We have to respect it. When people are like straightforward with that, like, hey, I want to be a sugar baby. There's ain't bad at that. What is bad into it? That person wants to have that kind of relationship because they feel like they don't want to have any serious like marriage or relationship with their own like, and they like need money. And there's a person who is willing to give them money for just
True.
spending time together.
Yeah.
Because like if we
Okay.
go on dates, someone is also spending their money,
Facts.
right? So it depends on how like what is the way of you looking into things.
Mhm.
And as we said back in the day, and I'm gonna say it together with you, Decory, many, many times, mind your own fucking business. Mind your fucking business. If people want to do it, let them be. It doesn't harm you. If it harms you, like on your very core, that you, then mind your business. Go fuck yourself. Like it's none of your business. If no one is holding each other hostage, raping, and like beyond things,
Yeah.
let the people be.
So okay, now we got to move on to the pros and cons of being a sugar baby or a beach boy or a sugar boy. I don't know,
Yeah.
sugar
Well, let's
sugar
just
sugar
call them sugar
daddy.
babies.
Yeah. Okay. So okay, we could combine this one because I think
Well, we
there's a lot.
covered a few like cons for being a sugar
Well,
baby.
yeah, yeah, like because you
Like
might they might
aggressive,
mention it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Juggling.
Um.
What about the
Yeah.
pros? Let's talk about pros. No one talks about pros.
The pros, it's like it's the up and up. It's the money that you're getting. You're like, oh, fuck, I'm getting money. The trips and the vacations that you're doing. It's a
Yeah.
lot of. It's a lot. It's like cool. Like, dang, I'm getting paid to spend time with somebody. That
Yeah,
there's
and I think it's very nice mindset when you don't have, like, especially when you're younger, when you don't have a constant thought of like having money to pay your rent, to buy yourself clothes, just like even the groceries or whatever. That you don't spend like a constant, uh, don't have this constant thought every single day, like worrying about money, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because we all like worry about like how we're gonna pay rent, because like we hold jobs, blah blah. So I think this is one of the pros where you just like enjoy your life in the present and don't think that much about like future. You're
Mm.
just there, you have all the financial support to do so, and you just fucking enjoying it. This is why I
Yeah,
think at this point I'm actually like, it's actually a fucking good idea. I would like to give it to myself, but like, people have more money and I was like, I'm willing to take them if they give me.
yeah,
So it doesn't sound as such a bad idea anymore
nah,
with
not
all the
not only
struggling
not
of
only
life.
yeah, not yeah. I mean, I guess it's up and up for both, but it's like, damn, if you like, I can't see anything
What
wrong
about
with
your
you.
pros besides like, okay, let's say there comes, I don't know, Madonna and say, Corey, you and me, let's go.
Yes, Madonna. Like,
Exactly. exactly, so
I
yeah.
don't. For me, like the pros is like I said, like the experiences that you get. Like you're going on these trips, you going on you getting money to spend time with people. But it's like there's up and ups. Like
Yeah, and not,
I
not
think, and
usually. Sometimes they don't like just pay you like
yeah,
thousands,
yeah, yeah,
right? They usually
yeah.
just like pay for you.
Yeah, buy you things and stuff. But yeah, and then it's like the experience that you get from that person too, because they can teach you a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
because they are older. So that's their team,
Yes.
they're like teaching you.
Definitely. Hmm.
So that's pretty much it for me because that's
And
what
you
I
can
think.
actually take those money and like invest into something.
Investment.
If you
Yeah, yeah,
like, if you
yes.
have
It's
that
like,
kind of thing, it's not supposed to be just like designer bags or whatever. You can
yeah.
actually like fucking build yourself within those
Like
relationships
if
if you're smart
Madonna
enough,
gave me
though.
like $50,000 right now, I,
Exactly.
I'm
Without
investing.
stripping on the pole, without like doing OnlyFans,
Yeah, I'm
bruh,
investing.
everyone would be like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
But yeah, it just I actually see like a few TikToks as well. Where just like they're actually doing the camera, like how is it like having sugar daddy, and there's sugar daddy like in the camera, like I was like, I feel sometimes old to be in TikTok, but if they don't feel that way, I was like, fuck should I? Like, yep, TikTok is a new thing. So definitely, definitely.
Yeah, that's interesting. I want to like, I've met people who done this, and it's like it's pretty cool. Sometimes it's weird, because but some of them, I'm gonna say, they're not even sugar babies or sugar beach boys, whatever you want to call them. They're like financial dominatrix. It's something. Have you ever heard of that?
Bro, I was about to be one.
No, I thought about it too. I'm like, shit, I'm
Yeah.
spending your
Because that's the thing,
money.
like actually like I wanted to do like one of our topics this season is going to be being a dominatrix.
Oh,
And
let's not talk no more about it because I got a guest that I know who can actually, yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
let's
yeah,
not
yeah.
talk about it.
That's what I'm
Let's not
talking.
talk.
So like this is gonna be a really one fun one because that's another whole story though, because you can be a dominatrix like in any age. So
Yeah,
that is a little bit outside, but yeah, like just for being there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like sugar babies are usually very young, so this is where it goes through that. And again, it depends like young, because like if you're 30 and your sugar daddy's 60, you're a baby.
Yeah, baby to him.
Your
Yeah,
baby when you're 30, and it's fucking
he could be,
perfect.
he could be, he could be your pops or your mom. So yeah, they can be your pops or moms. Oh, this is an interesting topic though. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm waiting for the other one too that we just brought up at the end because I gotta guess. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
but
is
like
a
no spoilers, no spoilers. You guys,
yeah.
I hope you liked this episode. Like and follow for more. Hit notifications, thumbs ups. Follow us on RSS. Donate to our channel. We will be very, very glad. If you don't want to donate, it's good. Just forward it, links to your friends, and make them subscribe.
Yes,
Anyways,
this is
that
subscribe.
was the Ghosted White podcast. Sugar babies, sugar daddies, feel free. The the world is yours. Don't harm anyone. So that was I am Tori with the Ghosted White podcast. Snap. Well, I like the snap. It was a rap before. You can just snap.
Yeah.
I can do it forever.